go happen. Found Twisted Metal 2. Yeah. Yep.
Well, we're getting ready to head out. Woo! Heading to SEGE.
Gotta have bread, brother.
Gotta get that bread.
Gotta get bread.
Get that bread.
Well, good morning. We're stationed here where we're staying at last night, and had a pretty eventful little trip. Had a lot of funny little towns and road names that we found along the way. It was a really beautiful road. We got to see a lot of things, and we're just getting ready. It's the morning of the first day of SEGE, and looking forward to what we're going to see there. What are you looking for, Mike?
I'm pretty excited. I'm looking for Resident Evil Gaiden. It's one of the games I don't have. I'd like to find the Resident Evil 4 Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller.
That thing.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find one of those. I'm also we're looking for a second Master System for Unnamed Will, which is a buddy of ours that's with us today. There's some other systems we need to complete the backsplash of the BBG, the new BBG studio that we'd like to get a hold of. Because we kind of want to have everything back there and just complete the collection, if you know what I mean. What about you? Are you looking for anything in particular, or just any old games, just fancier?
The two games that I would probably buy, I probably can't afford, and that's Mega Man X2 and X3, which are like up there.
Really expensive ones.
I got X1. Mike gave it to me as a birthday gift, and it's on my shelf. Love it. Yeah, I really love the old Mega Man X games, especially the SNES. Honestly, I would settle for without the box if I could, just for the sake of having it. As you can tell, I am a Mega Man fan. So yeah, just little things like that. I want to keep my eye out, see if there's any kind of controllers, anything I can get a good deal on. I actually need to get a cheap Xbox One controller for my Steam Deck when my dock arrives. So hopefully, might find some deals.
You should be able to. This is our first year our first time ever going to a retro games convention. We're pretty excited about it. We've done a lot of collecting. I go all the time with my buddy Will and Corey when he's in. We go all the time too. But this is the first time actually coming to a convention, so I'm really excited to see how it works, how it's laid out. There's some interesting panels we're going to try to check out too, and see if those are any good. I'm also would like to try to find some good deals on some games to maybe flip and make a little bit of profit on, so I can kind of pay for the trip, which would be nice. So I'm going to kind of keep my eye out for those. And we'll be recording throughout the day. Anything cool we see, of course, we'll have show you. So I'm pretty excited. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
It goes in, hooks it up.
did it come with the system?
I paid extra for the system, but it's
Still, you got the red one.
It's $160 for all of it. It's got like a little thing that comes over.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, it works in everything.
Awesome fun.
Very cool.
That is really good.
It was worth this to come down here for.
Yeah. How's your first con so far?
Pretty nice. I'm liking it.
All right, well, we're back from our first day. I have to say, overall, the con has just been a whole lot of fun. From the moment we walked in to, honestly, the moment we left, I just kind of had a great time all around looking at all the games and talking to a lot of the vendors at their booths, because you can tell a lot of them actually had passion for things. We got the VIP badges that they offer, which is a $50 ticket compared to the $25 ticket. And man, is that worth it. We walked in, there was a line all the way down. We were a little bit late because as a VIP, you're supposed to be able to get in 30 minutes early to vendor hall, which is choice when you're hunting for rare games. You're not be able to find them if somebody runs in there and grabs them first. But we got there a little bit late because we had to have food. So we get in there and we were able to bypass the line and go straight to the front, get our badges, got a swag bag, and got to go in. Cool thing about the swag bag is with your $50 ticket, you get a labeled bag, you get your choice of t-shirt that they have, and this year's specialty t-shirt was
Pikachu.
this Pikachu one. It says, I choose SEGE 2022, which is pretty cool. There's other ones that just say Southeast Game Exchange on it that you can get also. But we really liked these. I think everybody in our party got one of those. The other things we got in the bag, my wife got one, so we got kind of two things. She got a Pro controller from this company I've never actually heard of.
Yeah, I looked it up online. You can't find them.
Can't even find them online. So it's untelling where this stuff's come from.
Like a Chinese brand.
Someone has just done a dark pact with some like dark god to actually make this happen. But she got a controller, and in mine and Corey's, we got these Joy-Cons. We got these Joy-Cons, which Corey actually played with on his Switch for a little bit. I was surprised. Actually, they're not too bad.
They feel off though. There's something wrong. When I was dashing in Mega Man X4, it felt like it was sticking longer than it should have.
Oh, really?
But maybe it's just me.
And they have a turbo mode, and they have motion controls and a weird grip. It's called the Black Grip Stand, whatever that means.
Another thing we got, and it was different too, because Mike got something totally different. But this is interesting. A mouse and keyboard converter for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. So you apparently use your mouse and keyboard on games like PUBG and stuff. I am really curious what games I could use with that.
And I got a GameCube controller adapter for the Wii U, PC, and Switch, which is actually kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because I like to use my GameCube controllers on, honestly, some of the games you used to play. You also get, they gave you like a fidget spinner, which I thought was kind of weird. I got sunglasses from Hilton. Some of us got lip balm. It's not like a massive swag bag.
But honestly, with the electronics and stuff, that more than makes the $25 extra dollar.
It does.
Difference. The shirt alone is like going to be like 10.
The shirt was $24 if you bought it yourself. So I mean, there's your money right there. They gave you an extra bag too, so when you buy stuff, you can put it in there. That's actually really freaking handy. It's a tote bag. They gave you an exclusive deck box because they're doing a regional Magic Championship here. So you got a deck box for that, which is pretty cool. And it's got some poker chips in it for use as markers. Some little stickers and things like that. But I mean, overall, for $50, it's definitely worth the get. I'd highly recommend grabbing it if you decide to try to come next year. But let's get into the brass tacks, some of the cool stuff that we got. I came out today looking for a few old Resident Evil games and a few games that I didn't have for like my PlayStation collection and stuff. We looked around everywhere. The big one that I got that I was really happy about, I was able to get the Sega Saturn, Resident Evil for Sega Saturn. This is one I was definitely looking for. Every time I tried to buy this online or anywhere locally, spend $300 plus or I'll lose the bids. I ended up talking with them, got this down to $220 for this. It's in great condition. The case is barely scuffed from just like normal sliding in and out of places. It's got a great manual. It's even got the little foam piece that they came with that you actually keep your game in there. This is such a weird case design.
I forgot all about Resident Evil being on the Saturn, to be honest with you. When I saw it, I was a little bit like taken back. I was like, wait a minute, they come on the Saturn?
What is this? I'm actually kind of excited. We're going to hook up the Saturn when we get back and actually try this out and see how what difference it is. Disc is in great condition though, so you know me, I'm always trying to get the 100% with Resident Evils. There's a few other ones we still have to get. We actually, one of the things we're looking for was Gaiden, which I said yesterday or this morning. We found one Resident Evil Gaiden game, and it was sealed complete, or no, sorry, it was factory sealed, and they wanted $1,500 for it, which was way out of our price range. But this is one big one that I was real excited about getting. Next one is, this is like the 8,000th time I bought this game, but Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube. I didn't have this one. I think it's the last one I needed for the GameCube Resident Evil collection.
That version's really good, actually.
Yeah, this is actually
like the best version of Resident Evil.
This is the best version. This is the one that they actually used when our playthrough we did for the Retro Survival Horror Month, where we used the HD mod. That's what this one was. We played this one on. Complete in box, manual. I ended up getting this one for $100, which is the cheapest I could find it there today. And online it goes for like $350. It's not $350. I'm sorry, $150. So I think I found it for like $215, $210 places, but I got it for $100, so I was really happy with that. Other one I got, which is one that I've actually been searching for a while, is Eternal Darkness. Sanity's Requiem. Requiem. Words are hard.
Requiem.
Us Kentucky boys, we can't talk right. Anyway, this one is just, the case on this one, and the same thing with Resident Evil 2, I bought it from the same place. The cases are just beautiful. They look so good. The discs are perfect. The manuals look great. No real huge wear and tear.
That's the one that will tell you your controller's unplugged the more
Yes.
you're insane, and then actually delete your save if you get too
If
insane.
you get too insane, it'll just delete your save file, which is insane. Literally. So like this is one I'm really excited about. We actually might do this for Retro Survival Horror Month one day.
Ooh.
I'd actually really like to play this one. The only thing is we just gotta back up our save file so it don't actually get deleted. Knowing our luck, we probably would.
Let us know down in the comments if that's what you want us to play this year for Retro October.
Next thing I got, there was a guy that he seemed to have got a big lot of Sega Genesis games, and he just put them all out there, and he was honestly pricing them as people came up and asked what they wanted for them. So I was afraid he was going to want kind of too much, but first one I got is Rocket Knight Adventures. I don't know if you've ever played this game. It's a lot of fun. This game actually got rebranded on NES as something different. I cannot remember the name of it right now. I'll put it up top as soon as I can find it. It's not in the best condition because someone tried to cut off the tab here, and it is missing its manual. But the cartridge is in great condition. The sticker's still all there. And I ended up getting this for $40, and the best comp I could find was about $80 on eBay. So, and then with that, just for the sheer fact that I love this game, I got Altered Beast. And it is the same thing. It does not actually have the manual for it too, but it has some like weird cheat codes for Game Genie.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yes, we're going old school.
They printed off in 2007, looks like.
Show me that code. There it is.
It's so weird. I was like, yeah, just leave those in there. That's cool. I just really like this game a lot. Wise from Your Grave is just always stuck in my head anytime I'm playing an old game. I got the NES Classic, which SNES Classic, which I highly recommend if you don't have one. I managed to get a crazy deal on this. I got the whole thing complete in box for $100.
Yeah, and they were going like for 170 up.
Yeah.
That was the weird thing about the convention. You'd have one booth that would have something for like $100, and I go to the
Yeah.
other booths and be 170. We actually, when the Resident Evil, we saw it for $220 because Mike was trying to talk the guy down, and we didn't know about the deal. But then I went to another booth, one that didn't have a case that was in great condition. They wanted $275 for it.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of different vendor prices. It just depends on what they felt like moving and selling. So you had to really look because you couldn't really knee jerk and buy some unless it was a really good deal because there was a chance you could find it cheaper at another
You had to
vendor.
be very careful about what you bought. But that's the whole point of the cool thing about retro game hunting is the hunt. They're actually going out and looking for it and finding the things. Every time we looked at each other's faces, all of us, me, Corey, Will, and my wife, we were just all like really giddy because we were all just looking at stuff and finding things. And oh, look at this! Oh crap! Look at that! Next thing we got, this is a game actually my wife wanted, was Twisted Metal. She actually really likes this game. It's fun. We looked for a black label, couldn't find one. This is the only place we could find. We found one in the entire convention.
I think the black label is actually the old school tall label for
It might
Twisted
be.
Metal. It's old. It's old.
That
school
might be why we
case.
couldn't find it. That actually might be why. But this was $30. So she's pretty excited about getting this and playing it. I got Guardians Crusade.
Boy, that's a blast from the past.
This is an old game that was super kind of actually really hard to find. We used to play it because our rental store in our hometown had this, and we used to rent it and play
Family Video.
it. Family Video.
And I actually got their copy whenever they closed down. They gave me that copy as I was a kid. And I think the reason why this game kind of flew under the radar is I think it came in towards the end of the PS1 life.
Yeah.
A lot of PS1 games at the end of its life just really flew under the radar because everybody was just excited for the PS2 and stuff. And I could be wrong, but
There's a lot of really good games on the PS1 that have great stories. That's one reason the PS1 is one of my favorite consoles, because it's just the stories are what makes these games.
let's see. We got Tales of Destiny. You got Final Fantasy Tactics. You got Final Fantasy VII, which is like the best Final Fantasy of all time. You cannot change my mind on that.
Our buddy in the background is cringing because his favorite is 9 over there. And of course,
Oh, no one cares about 9. That guy was a Goku knockoff.
right? It was it was a horrible Goku knockoff. The game made no sense. I think I'm getting the middle finger. Yeah. This one, yeah, there's just so many good ones out there though. Azure Dreams is another great
Your
one.
dreams.
which we've talked about before. God, there's just the list.
Saga Frontier.
Saga Frontier, Arc the Lad, Lunar Star Saga. God, I could just go on and name them and just keep going. There's a reason why a lot of those games are so expensive because they're good. People want them and they want to remember them.
Or they're really, really bad and they're really, really expensive.
Yeah, that's one thing with retro game hunting is if the game was really bad and didn't sell well, you're going to pay a pretty penny for it.
You're sitting on a gold mine. So clean out your closets, kids.
Yeah. But this one was, he had it marked for $50. I got him down to $40, which I didn't expect him to take, but he did. And we actually, cheapest I found it through the entire convention. It's kind of one of the best shapes.
It looks almost like it's off the shelf.
Yeah, I found this for 70, 80, and 195 copy. So getting this for $40 is just a huge steal. I'm really happy with that. And of course, I think I've mentioned this in past videos, but I didn't have a PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 I have is the Japanese model that I bought when I was in Japan. So I was able to find this, and I'm really excited to have a box so we can put it into the new VBG studio. We can put it behind us, and I can look at it and just edit ever so softly every once in a while. But this sucker, it was marked at 100. I ended up getting it for 80, which I was really happy with. And it's pretty much complete. It does not have the manuals, which is one thing, but I was looking online. I can order the manuals for like $5-10. So I'm probably gonna do that just so I have a complete one and I can feel good about myself. And Corey spent most of the time helping me find things because I'm the one who has the spending problem.
Yeah, so I'm more so of a digital owner. Mike's the physical guy. I like the digital and emulation and stuff. So the retro game hunting to me is I love to help my friends with it. I just don't really have the money and stuff. The only exception I make is, like I said, that he bought me a copy of Mega Man X that's on my shelf that I will not. Anyone looks at it and I say, "You get away from it. It's mine."
You gotta have the space to put that stuff too. Like honestly, retro game hunting takes up a lot of space in your house.
Yeah, and if you live in a single wide like I do, it gets a little cramped. But I did get away with some goodies. Now there was one guy who made these, and forgive me, I do not know what these are called. I need to look up the name of them. But they're like fridge magnet things. There's a Samus that I bought for Mrs. Conquer. She is a huge Samus fan. Just not Other M. Don't mention Other M around her. But on my way back, so I literally bought it, and I met back up with Mike. Me and Mike were looping around, and I saw this on the other end, and I bought it again. And now there's a Zero there that I'll probably end up buying tomorrow, just because you all know me. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. Mega Man X especially is my favorite character. I saw this, I had to have it. That is definitely going to go into my office. Like I will slap a metal plate on my wall or get some of those Gorilla Tape things and just slap this on my wall if I have to, just because this is cool to me. But I did get some games.
Yep.
I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Wii U. I actually have a Wii U that I actually play with my family. We play Mario Kart 8 a lot of times, even though we got it on the Switch. Sometimes my little Conqueror, she likes to play on the Wii U because of the gamepad. But I like the Super Smash Bros. For it. I actually got this for $10.
Yeah, pretty good deal.
And people normally charge like $20. Everybody else is charging $20, and so I was like, $10, I'll take a risk on it. And then it was higher everywhere else I looked, so I was happy with that. This one I got is got an okay price on it. I don't think it was great, but I decided I wanted it again, and that was Sakura Wars. So Sakura Wars is a game. This is a remake of it. Well, not a remake. It's kind of a continuation, but the original came out on the Sega Saturn in Japan. It was a tactical mech RPG with waifus, basically. But they tried to reintroduce it to the West through this continuation remake. So they got animes and stuff. But really fun game. I really do like it. I like the story of it. I like the mech combat. I'm actually working on getting the English patched because it never released in the US, but fans patched the Saturn version, which don't look online to buy that on eBay, by the way. Your wall will scream and cry. But you can play it on the Saturn emulator, and there is one that came out for PlayStation 2, which I did see there, but it was about $60 some. I was like, I'll let it go. you'll notice I didn't buy a whole lot of game stuff. I just didn't. But I did get a metallic paint set for Army Painter. I'm getting really big into painting right now. I'm painting my Warhammer 40K, and most recently I've got into Age of Sigmar. I've jumped on that bandwagon thanks to Mike, and I'm painting some Stormcast, so got to get some metallic paints to dry brush those beauties.
Make them look good.
But yeah, I mean, it was really, really fun, and we went to some panels. We got to meet some bigger YouTubers. Camelot 331. Forgive me, I forgot her name. She's the community manager at Yacht Club Games. If you're watching this video, we would love it to play any games you want us to play for you.
I put my email in the description, so you're good to go. She complained about that. She's like, hardest part of like doing my job is like trying to actually get a hold of the people because they keep forgetting to put contact info in there. I was like, that's in there. Go for it.
But and then there was Jake, who's known for the PS5
PS5.
PlayStation 5 drops. So it was all good. And Boogie was there, aka Francis. Now there was a funny story about this. Mysterious Will and I were walking by, and here comes Francis. Forgive me, I just always know him as Francis. He walked in with his cell phone and goes, "Look at all these nerds." He's like, "They're reproducing, but they're all virgins." And as soon as he said virgins, they center right on me and Will. And I have this dumb look on my face because I've never met the man, and my brain's like, "Oh my God, this is him. This is Francis." And I was just like, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get on a video with like 1 million+ views of me just going.
I can't wait. I'm just going to use that for everything that I ever do. It's going to be your thumbnail constantly. I'm super excited about that.
It was perfect timing, but it was so bad at the same time.
Well, I also got to meet, there's a bunch of retro game hunting channels I like to watch. I got to meet Retro Rick, and then I got to meet Editor Riff, who I called Retro Rick, and I felt like a complete idiot. He goes, "No, I edit for him. That's not me." And I was like, "Oh God, dude, I know who you are." And I said that like an idiot. So if you do actually see this at any point in time, I'm sorry. I knew you were Editor Riff because I really like how you edit. So real great people, real nice people. Everybody at the booths were so nice and so great to talk to. They were all excited to be there. They were excited to talk to you. Like if you had a question about a game, they were just like, "Yeah, I love this game because of this. This is freaking great." A lot of people were like, "Well, I'm only selling this one because I got a better copy," and that was really cool just to hear a bunch of stories and talk to a bunch of people.
And I think that's because a lot of the vendors there are people like us that are involved in the hobby.
Yeah.
That they share that passion and that love for it. I mean, I went to a game store where I bought this booth at, and I started talking to them about dry brushing. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we love dry brushing. Have you checked out this YouTube channel? He has a really good tutorial on it." I spent 5 minutes talking about dry brushing. I didn't know you could spend 5 minutes talking about dry brushing, but I did.
It was pretty great. Like overall, this experience has been good. There's a bunch of arcade games there that you can play. We're going to try to hit up some tomorrow. There was a whole old PC gaming section, which was just amazing.
Oh man, I was a kid again.
I cannot wait to go back by there and play some of those games because we were kind of in a hurry looking at other things. But there's a place to get board games and sit and play. There's magic cards. It's just a great time all around.
Well worth it.
Well worth the trip up here. I'm having a great time. So, we'll see kind of how tomorrow goes. But so far, I'm 2 thumbs up for this con.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, I got to meet up with one of my buddies from high school, James. If you watch this video, it was good to see you, pal.
That was kind of random. We're 5 hours from Kentucky and South Carolina, so just wasn't expecting that. So.
All right, I think tomorrow we'll dive a little bit more into it. We'll go through it. I mean, a lot of the really good deals obviously going to be picked clean, but I think tomorrow will give us more of an opportunity to actually take our time and look for the little things that we want. It's just we had to keep moving, and I was constantly like doing this.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to hang out with Mike and help him look for things, but I realized I was like, wait a minute, I'm not shopping here. I'm in this guy's way. I need to move, and I try to move, and I was constantly just pivoting back and forth through the crowds. It was a little bit chaotic, but like I said, it was still very fun, and I had a blast, especially for my first convention.
Yeah, and also for your first convention, you're doing a good job. Like Mutton Chop Piper, anytime he goes anywhere with us, he just vanishes. and we never see him again until like the end of the day. Like he tries so hard to stay with us, but we're just too slow for him because we like to stop, look at things. Oh, this is cool. I wonder if this is a good deal. Do you remember this game? Blah 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 blah. And he's just like, no, I gotta go. But you would like go off and come right back. So I mean, it was. I'm glad you're having a good time for your first convention. This was definitely a good one to get your feet wet in. Some of the other ones like Adepticon, which I've had videos and stuff up, it's bigger. It's a lot bigger. So, but yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow.